Hello, second grade. Are you ready for math? Today is day 126. Let's review our addition facts. 0 plus 13 equals 13. 13 plus 0 equals 13. 1 plus 12 equals 13. 12 plus 1 equals 13. 2 plus 11 equals 13. 11 plus 2 equals 13. 3 plus 10 equals 13. 10 plus 3 equals 13. 4 plus 9 equals 13. 9 plus 4 equals 13. 5 plus 8 equals 13. 8 plus 5 equals 13. 6 plus 7 equals 13. 7 plus 6 equals 13. Let's review our multiplication. In this pack, we have 5s, 10s, 0s, and 1s. Say the answer. See if you can say it faster than I say it. 5 times 2 equals 10. 0, 0, 45. 40, 50, 11, 9, 120, 12, 70, 3, 8, 100, 20, 0, 80, 10, 4, 7, 1, 0, 10, 110, 0, 0, 0, 0, 60, 6, 2, 0, 5, 30, 5, 20, 90. Let's review our Roman numerals. 10. Remember, C reminds me of century. A century is 100 years. So this is 100. M reminds me of millennium. A millennium is 1,000 years. M equals 1,000. 5, 1, 50. This is 1 less than 10. 9. 50, 1, 3, 2, 5, 7, 8, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1,000, 100, 10, 4. Why is this 4? Because it's 1 less than 5. 500, not 50. L is 50. This is 500. 6. Why is this 6? Because it's 1 after the 5. And 5 plus 1 is 6. 500, 10, 100, 1,000, 5, 1, 50. All right. These are getting harder because we have some higher numbers to work with. Go ahead and do 0 plus 9 plus 8. 17. Remember, bring the 1 up. Now, remember to cross these out as you do them because there's more than a couple numbers to add. So I can make it 10. 7 plus 3 is 10. 11, 12. Remember, bring the one up. There's a decimal point down. And now we have, since there's more than a couple numbers, I'm going to cross them out. 4 plus 2 is 6, 7, 8. Bring your dollar sign down. Make sure your decimal point stays straight down in the right column and the dollar sign as well. All right. Let's add the two big numbers first. 9 plus 7, 16, plus 3, 19. Bring your one up. All right. 1 plus 8 is 9. 9 plus 7 is 16. 16 plus 6. $22. Remember your decimal point. 2 plus 5 is 7, plus 2 is 9. Remember your dollar sign. Right? We're subtracting now. 9 minus 7, 2. 8 minus 3, 5. 7 minus 8. I hope you said we need to borrow from the next door neighbor because 7's not large enough to subtract 8. And you have to make this a 17. 17 minus 8. 9. 0 minus nothing is 0. Okay. 3 minus 1 is 2. 0 minus 0, 0. 4 minus 6. You have to borrow. Borrow from the 2 and make it a 1. Make this 4 a 14. 14 minus 6 is 8. And 1 minus nothing is 1. Don't forget your comma. Ones, tens, hundreds, thousands. The comma comes after you say 1,000. 1 comma. Ones, tens, hundreds, comma. All right? This is more tricky. We've done this a couple times, but it's still fairly new. So let's look at this. 0 take away 9. You can't do that, but you can't borrow from 0. So what do? You borrow from the next door neighbor. So now you don't have 600, you have 500s, and then this number becomes a 10. Now you can borrow to make this a 10, but you don't just make this a 10, you still have to borrow from this one, this neighbor, to make this one a 10. Now you can do 10 take away 9 equals 1. 9 take away 3 equals 6. And 5 take away 4 equals 1. 161. 0 take away 2. You can't do that. So you can't borrow from a 0, so you borrow from the 4 and make it a 3, and now this one becomes a 10. Now you can borrow. Now you borrow from the 10 to make this one a 10. 10 take away 2 was 8. 9 take away 5 equals 4. And 3 take away nothing equals 3. 348. All right, let's say Nahali has 7 cardinals, 5 wrens, and 8 blackbirds. How many more blackbirds does she have than cardinals? Well, first we need to know if we're adding or subtracting. We have some clue words here. What are the clue words? How many more? Do we add or subtract when we see those clue words? How many more? We subtract. We don't want to know the total birds. We want to know how many more of one she saw than another, or that she has than another. So now we need to know the number of blackbirds and we need to know the number of cardinals she has. So, we know cardinals and we know blackbirds. Which one comes first? Blackbirds. How many more blackbirds? So, there's 8 blackbirds, so we need to put the 8 first. And then cardinals. How many more blackbirds does she have than cardinals? We look up here, and how many cardinals? 7. And now, 8 minus 7 equals 1. She has 1 more blackbird than cardinals. Now, there's a piece of information here that's a distractor. That means we don't need to know it to answer the question. It's just going to confuse our minds. So, which do we not need to know? Cardinals, the wrens, or the blackbirds? We don't need to know the wrens. The question doesn't ask about wrens. The question asks only about blackbirds and cardinals and how many more blackbirds she has than cardinals. So we don't need to know how many wrens there she has. All right. Let's go ahead and count by 2s from 2 to 30. Say them with me. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30. And now let's count by 5s from 30 to 50. Start with 30, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. And now let's count by 10s from 50 to 100. 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. All right, I have some difficult, challenging problems for you. Let's see if you can get the answer right. All right. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 numbers that we're going to either be adding or subtracting together. Wait till I say equals to say the answer. 15 minus 6 plus 5 plus 1 minus 9 plus 8 plus 2 equals. Did you get 16? The answer was 16. Next problem. 14 minus 7 plus 4 plus 3 minus 8 plus 2 plus 5 minus 4 minus 6. What did you get? Did you get 3? One more. 1 plus 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 5 minus 6 minus 3 plus 5 plus 8 equals. Did you get 16? If you did, that's wonderful. If you didn't, keep trying. All right, I'll see you again for math class tomorrow.